precious souls. I did this entire reading and it didn't record. So I'm going to try this again. Hopefully this works out because this is worth keeping. Okay, so the first card was the Wheel of Fortune in the upright. Second card was the Seven of Wands reversed. The third card was the Nine of Swords reversed. The fourth card was the Star in reverse. And then the Ace of Swords reverse was the fifth card, and the sixth card was the World card in the upright. Okay, this is huge. So the Wheel of Fortune is finally turning in your favor. Okay, and then we got that you had, after a period of conflict and sleepless nights and a lot of head games being done on you in the recent past, that you broke a cycle of right here. Okay, you broke that cycle. You got rid of the people doing it. I said, who's doing this? The Knight of Cups in reverse. Okay, so this is unrequited love, heartbreaker, manipulator, one night stand, cheating. This is someone who breadcrumbed you and also did a lot of future faking, leading you to believe that you had a future with them. You poured into them, and then they just would suddenly not commit, right? They ran off, did their thing, and we know what they did. This is someone who's a real player. Okay, now I asked about the Star in reverse and Ace of Swords in reverse, and what I discovered was this person was holding you back. It was the Ten of Pentacles in the reverse. Sorry, I'll get this light up. Ten of Pentacles in the reverse. They were holding you back from your abundance. And how they were doing that is because you're a truth seer and a truth speaker. With the Ace of Swords, you're meant to bring out truth and speak on the truth and do it on a worldwide platform, possibly online, like what I'm doing, my YouTube channel, Earth Angel 3811. You might have your own YouTube channel or some social media platform, or you're writing a book. I also received, some of you might have needed to write a book that you need to do based on the experiences you've had in your life. We know you've been through so much, and it's a book waiting to happen. It's also truth that needs to be shared with others, because everything you've been through could be a beautiful guiding light for how others can get through it, learn, grow, heal their childhood wounds, heal the wounds and the insecurities and fears, and how you came out on top. But this person jumped in and stood in the way of this. Okay, they slowed you down because they didn't want to do the healing themselves. But what you got out of all of this, just also this one, it came out as they were, trying to make a break for it, take what they could and run. And then, in and out. This could have been a really wishy-washy person, but you finally broke through that and moved on to calmer waters into this beautiful transition where now the Wheel of Fortune is finally moving in your fate, because you're finally rid of the people that they weren't allowed to enjoy the abundance that is coming into you. And they were also keeping your attention on them. They were attention hungry, okay? They were keeping you from working on your dream, bringing truth that you've seen and experienced into the world, okay? Which brings a lot of healing when it's in the upright, the Star. You're also meant to shine like a star. You're a beautiful, brilliant light, a healing soul that brings healing, truth, and a deeper understanding and a path for others into the world by speaking truth, okay? And clarity. And I asked for a meditation card, and the Osho Zen card was, yes, you've got to rebel. You've got to rebel against anything in the old version of you that still resides or is in conflict with this new path you're taking. But I think with the Queen of Swords here, where you've got such strong discernment you've learned through all this, like you can see it coming a mile away when someone is not being real, when they're unauthentic, when they're lying, when they're manipulative. You could see it so well. You could see it through anybody now. So people you'll find no one even dares to come in your energy when they know they're lying, which weeds out the ones that you don't want in your energy anyways. But rebel against the old ways. Any insecurities or fears you once had, put them to rest, because that has nothing to do with the new version you are now. All that you've learned and experienced and having confidence in yourself now, everything moving forward is seriously bringing in this beautiful Ten of Pentacles, this security, this wealth, happy family, happy home, happiness, pure happiness, stability, and massive confidence, because what you're about to do is going to be earth-changing, life-changing for so many people by sharing your truth. And now this person will be a part of your story, and their karma, as this turning of the wheel of fate, fortune turns, their karma will be, they'll be watching you thrive without them because they took themselves out of the equation by mistreating you, manipulating you, and using you. And not just that, they've just become a part of what you've healed and what you've survived and moved beyond. So as far as popularity goes, they're popular, all right. But they get to be the villain. They chose that path. And wherever they left you or you left them, that version of you doesn't even exist. You're nowhere near that now. So they'll never catch up to what you've become. It's time to rebel against old ways, old fears, old illusions that they tried to cast on you, that it was ridiculous of the dreams that you had or that you weren't worth it or valuable. You're immensely valuable. And this person's going to see it as soon as you start to truly be yourself and align with you, start pouring into you instead of everybody else. Because there are people that will continue on this beautiful path because you're so powerful and so healing that will try to pull from your energy and keep you off of this path, this beautiful purpose that you're supposed to do. So whatever this is, whether it's a social media platform where you speak the truth, writing a book, maybe you're an actress, there's a million ways that you could express. It's all big on expression, creative expression and passion. And that's what they were trying to prevent, is you aligning with your creative expression and your passion. And every time you pour into that, these kind of people that operate in lower vibration can't touch you. They cannot hold you back. And they've already done everything in their power to hold you back from this beautiful abundance that is due to you because they wanted it for themselves or else no one gets it. Well, guess what? You're not going to allow that to happen anymore. You're going to break through and rebel against old ways and become the beautiful shining light, the truth seer, the truth speaker, and the healer that you are. You're going to bring healing to so many just with simple acts. And this is beautiful. It's something to be celebrated, and I'm so proud of you. And thank you also for your part in this, because if you hadn't healed all of those insecurities and fears and broken through these cycles, then we wouldn't have your beautiful piece in this puzzle. And it's something that's going to change so many people's lives. So be proud of yourself for all that you've been through. It was all to help create this incredibly, intensely powerful person that you are today. So we can release others with gratitude for the lesson and with forgiveness, because that's what sets you free. You cannot ascend if you're still holding on to pain, fear, or insecurities. It holds us down, and that's not where you belong, you beautiful ray of light. If you get called to have a personal reading, you can email me at paintingsbycatherine@gmail.com. And thanks so much for subscribing to my YouTube channel, Earth Angel 3811. Tonight I spent, this evening and tonight I went on, it was almost 7 kilometers of kayaking, and it was so incredibly peaceful. I had to cross a very rough lake at first, but it's just like life, because what awaited me was the greatest treasure. It was inside this beautiful winding river that meandered around all of these beautiful fallen trees, and it was beautiful. The birds were singing the most beautiful frequencies. My whole heart got so light. So it was worth going through those rough waters to get to that prize at the end, where my whole being completely was at ease, looking at the beautiful mirrored reflections of Mother Nature above the water, and then the water that was just like a glass. Beautiful birds and ducks and geese, everything flying around with their babies that are growing so fast. And that's like life. Sometimes we have to push ourselves through some difficult waters to find this beautiful peace at the end. And you are incredible. There are going to be opportunities for you to speak your truth, to finally have justice find itself, balancing the scales, the World card, and the Wheel of Fortune. These are immensely powerful cards. And what is meant for you will never, ever be missed by you. They slowed it down, but it's all coming back in. You're embodying that Queen of Swords energy where you won't let anybody stand in the way of your dreams anymore. It's all about you and the truth and what you have to share this world, which is so beautiful. So thanks for bearing with me, guys. This time I hope it records. I really hope. And I hope you have a fantabulous night.